Hey folks, welcome to Shooting Up North. I'm your host, Louis Carlin. We're right here on the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're watching for the first time, please consider hitting that subscribe button. If you want to follow me on social media, I'm on Twitter at Shooting Up North, Instagram at Alliance PW Network, and feel free to join our Facebook group, the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network. So this is Shooting Up North. I am your host, Louis Carlin. So let's get right into it. First and foremost, congratulations, Josh Alexander, Impact Wrestling World Champion. Josh Alexander was in the UK over the weekend, did a couple of media appearances for Impact Wrestling out there, and he wrestled for Sovereign Pro Wrestling, successfully defended the Impact Wrestling World Championship against a challenger, Kez Evans. So congratulations, Josh Alexander. Again, doing media appearances out there, huge for Impact Wrestling. I think they're getting ready to head out to the UK again. I know he did a couple of interviews. I know he did one interview at least for realwrestling.net. That's coming out very soon. And again, doing those media appearances out in the UK, huge. And it could just be planting the seeds to get a UK so Impact Wrestling UK tour out there. Nothing set in stone yet, but that's what I'm thinking right now. But again, Sovereign Pro Wrestling, Josh Alexander successfully defended the Impact Wrestling World Championship against Kez Evans. Okay, so um no surrender pay-per-view. This and I'm getting this information here from PW Insider. No Surrender event pay-per-view Impact Plus. It's going to be on YouTube Ultimate Insiders. There's going to be, as per Pro Wrestling Insider, there's going to be some New Japan crossover announced for the No Surrender pay-per-view this week on Impact on Access TV. So there's going to be a few New Japan Pro Wrestling stars coming in to Impact Wrestling for the No Surrender pay-per-view. Very exciting, and it's going to be officially announced this week, this Thursday on Impact on Access TV, or maybe quite possibly Impact Wrestling social media. But nonetheless, as per PW Insider, it's going to be announced this week that there will be a New Japan Pro Wrestling crossover for the No Surrender pay-per-view. So I did a little investigative work. And here's what I come up with, because people are probably wondering who's coming in, which New Japan Pro Wrestling stars coming in. And I think it's going to be a few actually coming in to No Surrender. But I did a little detective work here. So let's start. New Japan Pro Wrestling actually from February 22nd. Now we know February 24th is No Surrender. So February 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 26th, and 27th, and 28th. New Japan Pro Wrestling, they present CML Fantastica Mania 2023. So it's New Japan Pro Wrestling stars versus CMLL stars, or the both stars from both promotions are going to be on CMLL Fantastica Mania 2023. So I found out. So I did a little research. So here's who's on. Here's who's going to be on these CMLL shows in Japan, and not going to be on the No Surrender pay-per-view, the No Surrender Impact Plus event pay-per-view, or what have you. So Hiroshi Tanahashi, Show, Tetsuya Naito, Hiromu Takahashi, Bushi, Raisuke Taguchi, Kosei Fujika, Master Wato, Tiger Mask, Rohei Oiwa, and Yuto Nakashima, Gato, and Taji Ishimori. Those are the names that are going to be a part of the CML New Japan Pro Wrestling these shows that are taking place in Japan starting on February 22nd. So those names that I just mentioned will not be at No Surrender. But here are the names. Here are the names that are not a part of this show. Here are the names that are not a part of these New Japan Pro Wrestling CMLL shows and are technically available for February 24th, No Surrender. So we have Sonata. Huge name, Sonata, Tomohiro Ishii, Shota Umino, Kenta, Ren Narita, Yujiro Takahashi, Evil, Jay White, Tamatanga, Shingo Takagi, Kazuchika Okada. Oof. Would love to see him in Impact Wrestling, but it's unlikely. And Rocky Romero, of course, Kushida, Kevin Knight, also available. So those are the names that are available. I might be missing is Hikuleo as well. Will be available. I'm sure there are a few names that I'm missing here, but these are the top names that I came up with that are not a part of the CMLL show. And more investigative. Lewis Carlin on the uh Lewis Carlin is snooping around doing the investigating. So on February 18th in San Jose, California, which is No Surrender, it's going to be in Las Vegas, isn't it? Let me just take a double. I want to make sure I get this right. Thank goodness we got the internet, right? I could just No Surrender 2023. That's just February 24th. So it's in Las Vegas, which is not far from California. So on February 18th, New Japan Pro Wrestling will be in San Jose, California for Battle in the Valley. And on these shows, it's a hop, skip, and a jump away from Las Vegas. Will be Kazuchika Okada. Either the winner of the Kazuchika Okada Shingo Takagi match will be on this show, which takes their match takes place on February 11th, and they're taking whoever wins that match, it's going to be Okada, of course, will be defending against an opponent to be determined. Jay White is on this show. Kevin Knight, Kushida on the show. Rocky Romero on the show. More top names here on the show. We have Kenta is on that show. David Finlay is on that show as well. So we have Kare Mercedes Monet on the show as well. So we have some big names that are on this show that are, again, just a hop, skip, and a jump away from Las Vegas. And of course, as I said, this is Saturday, February 18th. On Friday, February 24th, just 6 days after the show takes place. That's when No Surrender takes place. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Kenta. I'm saying Kenta will be a part of No Surrender. I'm thinking Tama Tonga will also be a part of No Surrender. I'm thinking, of course, Kushida, Kevin Knight. I would love to say Kazuchika Okada, but I don't know. I just don't see Okada appearing in Impact Wrestling. I think he's going to stay away from Impact Wrestling for now. We might never even see Okada back in Impact Wrestling again. But I'm thinking the main guy, the top guy. I'm going to predict Kenta. I'm predicting we're going to see Kenta at No Surrender. Would love to see Sonata. Would love to see Sonata in No Surrender as well. Kenta actually gets a shot at the New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong Openweight title against Fred Rosser. I have every reason to believe that Kenta will come out of this match as the champion, and we could see a New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong Openweight title match at No Surrender. Kenta defending his title against somebody on the Impact Wrestling roster. So I'm saying without a doubt, my prediction, I don't want to say without a doubt, but my prediction, I feel we're going to see Kenta. We'd love to see Renda Rita. Renda Rita not a part of the CMLL shows. Love to see Renda Rita. But I'm thinking Kenta. That's the guy that I'm thinking. That's on my mind. That I think the best opportunity to see in Impact Wrestling will be Kenta. So I'm going to pick Kenta. If Shingo Takagi is on this show, Shingo Takagi, I could see Shingo showing up as well. Wouldn't be shocked if we see Tomohiro Ishii back. I think there's going to be a group, but with the one guy that I'm going to predict, as I mentioned, I'm predicting Kenta will be a part of No Surrender. Would love to see Kenta actually. When Josh Alexander defeats Rich Swann, I would love to see Kenta confront Josh Alexander. I would love to see if he does win the title, the openweight title, maybe he'll win the openweight title, New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong openweight title, and maybe he'll challenge Josh Alexander to a title versus title match. Oh, my goodness, that would be amazing. That would be just incredible. So let's hope that happens. I think we're seeing Kenta at No Surrender on February 24th. We'll love, I hope some other guys show up. Again, we'll love to see Sonata. We'll love to see Tomohiro Ishii returning. We'll love to see Shota Umino, Shingo Takagi, if he's available, Tamatanga. We're probably going to see Rocky Romero also. I'm thinking we're going to see Rocky Romero. He always seems to show up every so often. So I'm thinking Rocky Romero, but I think Kenta. I think Kenta's the one. That's the guy we're seeing. All right, so I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay, so as we know, I brought this did a podcast yesterday. Sami Callihan said that their design storyline is about to get wild. It's going to really get wild. We're for a wild ride. So I'm thinking, what would be how would this where could the storyline go? Yeah, I was doing some thinking. And I saw this idea on one of the comments. I can't remember who put it up, and sorry if I'm not giving you the shout out. But here's what I'm thinking. This is what I'm thinking is going to happen that I hope happens. This is my idea. Okay. This is an idea that I'm going to share with you guys. Again, I saw it on, somebody mentioned it in the comments. So I thought about it in detail. And so this is my idea. This is how I would do it. And hopefully, this is how it ends up. So, of course, Sami Callihan, the design. Eventually, you're going to see Sami Callihan. He's going to mess up a bit. The design's going to get upset with him. This design might give him like one more opportunity to prove himself. And Sami Callihan doesn't do it. And we get the design attacking Sami Callihan. Then we have Callihan against Diener at one of the upcoming, say at No Surrender or the one after that. Or the event after that, whatever event they're doing in sacrifice in Windsor, and then the match is going on. Dino's about to lose, and then the other members of the design jump in and they attack Sami Callihan and they beat Sami Callihan down. And then Sami Callihan, week after week, is getting attacked. There's a 3-on-1 attack. Sami Callihan getting attacked by the design. We're seeing a lot of 3-on-1 attacks. Sami Callihan, the numbers are just too great for Sami Callihan. So he needs some help. And where does he go to get that help? People are probably thinking right now, Jon Moxley. No, not Jon Moxley. He goes to his old buddies, Jake Christ, Madman Fulton. They reform OVE, and OVE comes back in. Jake Christ, Madman Fulton reunite with Sami Callihan. OVE versus the design. We have a feud that can last a number of months. That's what they should do. That would be awesome. And I ran that idea past BQ of the Impact Lounge, and he loves that idea. He loves that idea. We were talking about it before, and BQ loves that idea. And if BQ loves the idea, then it's got to be a good idea. So that's what they should do. Reunite, bring back Jay Chris. I know Jay Chris is making an AEW Dark appearance, taking on Juice Robinson. Bring back Jay Chris. Jay Chris would love to be back in Impact Wrestling. I know when I had him on my show, I asked him, and he said he would love to be back in Impact Wrestling. Bring back Madman Fulton. Pay Madman Fulton what he wants. It's not an astronomical number. I'm sure he's asking for, but bring him back. We have OVE versus the design, and that feud will last for a couple months. That's what they should do. That would bring interest, spark interest, bring excitement to Impact Wrestling in this feud. That's what they should do. That's my idea. So hopefully they're listening, and that's how they should play this whole storyline out. Reunite Jake Christ, Madman Fulton with Sami Callihan, have OVE feud with the design. Thumbs up. We're not going thumbs down on that one. We're keeping thumbs up on that one. So that's what they should do. All right. So we're going to leave it at that for now. Anything breaks, I'll be back. But until then, thank you very much. Take care. Bye-bye. Stay safe, everyone. So long. Bye-bye.